Welcome back to BRATPLACID, and I'm still gonna try to push through and record, even though I just had oral surgery and my shit's still a little swole, and it hurts to talk. But I think it's best that I exercise this, and I'm gonna exercise about talking about baddies because that's what I want to do today. That's what I want to do. So yes, my lips gonna be a little ashy. I don't care. Don't get under here talking about me because I don't care as long as I heal. Okay, baby. The shock I had. Let me try. The shock I had when Mariah kept wanting to go. I'm confused, boo, for what? There was never even a problem in the first place.
Nor the motherfucking two.
Bitch, we beefing because you said black girls are ugly. Dark-skinned girls are ugly. Fuck is you talking about? That's why we beefing, y'all. That's why we beefing, y'all.
You made this up. The internet made it up, and you're dragging it to have a reason to have beef, like for a storyline. Mariah, you should have kept it safe. You should have picked a smaller booger. You should have picked one of the new girls to start with and gave them a storyline to work with. The Asian doll wasn't the one. You know? And I'm not saying Asian doll is the best fighter, because it's a lot of people going ham in the comments, Asian doll can't fight, Asian doll. But she whooped the fuck out of Mariah, so y'all can save that. Y'all can really save that. Initially, I thought that Mariah's face, I thought that was the ending result of one single round. Girl, why you want to keep going for? Look at you. Now you're going to have to get your Botox or whatever the fuck you didn't have done. You're going to have to get all that redone now. I want to say, on that third round, before Mariah kept trying to pick, I want to salute Asian doll as a real bitch, because she could have just kept going and going. But she realized how much damage she had done. And she tried to stop. She tried to refrain from keep whooping on this girl. She really did. She tried to say, all right, girl, you whooped. Let's go on about our day. She kept going back to her corner. But Mariah with the, I don't give a fuck that. And now look at you. You had to go ahead and cop that fourth round. It's the delusional confessionals Mariah be having. It's everybody not whooping everybody. Mariah, you getting whooped. Every time you get into a fight, you the one getting whooped. The only one getting whooped. I just feel like if you wanted a reason to beef with Asian doll, you should have found like a legit issue. It shouldn't have been nothing about no tweet that you don't even know if it's real. Like, come on, it's the internet. You don't know if that's real or not. You just drop pick with this girl, and now look what happened. This is why you don't pick with people who not picking with you. This is why, because whole time they sparing you and you begging for it. That's backwards, and you did it to yourself. You know, I can't stress this enough. Nobody should be mad at Bianca. Bianca did what she came to do, which was sneak Sapphire on behalf of Mariah. Mariah has not been a good friend to Bianca on camera enough for her to be just beating up on people for no reason. Well, not even beating up, because Bianca, she didn't beat up Sapphire. Sapphire didn't beat up Bianca. They was just swinging at whatever. But I'm saying, the fact that y'all are acting like Bianca is wrong for not jumping in that fight. First of all, Mariah said she did not want her to jump in. Second of all, if anybody should have jumped in, it should have been Tasiki. Mariah has jumped into 2 of Tasiki's fights this far. 2 in the baddies career. 2. She jumped in on, was it June or March she jumped in on? I don't know. It was one of Krishan's little friends she jumped in on. Didn't even need to. And you jumped in on Jelly Bean. You didn't even need to. You were trying to make a friend that you thought would defend you. Now, I try not to do this, but in most cases, Geminis is all for themselves. Okay, Tasiki is a Gemini. Okay, Tasiki that's just not what she's finna do. She gonna want you to fight for her, but in return, you asking for too much if you ask her to do that. That's just how Geminis work. Y'all gotta learn people before y'all be trying to friend them. Mariah, you played yourself. You played yourself trying to play Bianca. That's what you did. Because what I see from these episodes from now, you brought Bianca in to play a pit bull so that you can compare yourself to Natalie, because that's what Natalie does. You brought Bianca in to play pit bull, and she caught on. She's catching on. And I want to say, after that second fight with Sapphire, she realized, Mariah is not... She's not holding up her end of what she's telling me things are. Mariah is telling this girl one thing, and she's moving differently. She set her up to be the clown of the season, if you ask me. And if you ask me, I just feel like Bianca's not wrong for not jumping in. Because if you play in my face, first of all, Bianca would not be here if she was not trying to fight on behalf of Mariah. Mariah had a conversation with Sapphire and squashed their beef and didn't even tell Bianca. So Bianca went in here acting the fool, showing out, you know what I'm saying, on behalf of somebody that's cool with the girl. She saw that. She fell back. Why is she wrong for that? Put yourself in Bianca's shoes. Seriously. If you and this girl, y'all been rocking, y'all been cool, and you know what I'm saying, you see how the girls did her last season, and she's like, oh, you can come on the show with me. And you like, all right, bitch, and I'm finna woo. She like, yeah. Whole time she cool with the girls. You wouldn't feel some type of way. I would feel set up if I was Bianca. I would have felt set up after I fought Sapphire and then Mariah Lynn is in her face being friendly. I would have felt set up. I feel like Bianca was feeling set up by the time the ATV excursion happened. As she should have. She's not wrong, baby. This is why you'll never catch me in no friend group. You will never catch me in a friend group because people switch up. That's just what it is. Mariah keeps saying Bianca switched up. No, baby. You switched up. Apparently, Asia and Bianca had a conversation before. I don't feel like Bianca should have told Mariah about the conversation that she had with Asian Doll because she didn't want Bianca to jump in. She didn't tell Mariah when she talked to Sapphire and squashed it. At this point, Bianca has done her due diligence and she doesn't owe Mariah shit, fuck nothing. She don't owe her nothing. You know what I'm saying? The problem is that y'all don't, some of y'all probably ain't never even had no real friends. Y'all just had a bunch of lapdogs around y'all. Y'all just had a bunch of people who just wanted to do whatever to make you feel some type of way. Real bitches don't do that. And I'm not saying Bianca is, I don't know Bianca, so we ain't seen enough from her for me to be trying to classify her as a real bitch, but I'm saying she stood 10, and everybody's saying she not standing on business. She's standing on business. She just not finna let these Zeus 304s play puppeteer with her because she's already been here, done this. She's already done this TV stuff on an actual real TV network. So why the fuck would she sit back and let a bunch of Zeus 304s, try to play puppeteer and get her into some action that she not even trying? Because I feel like she legitimately understands that she's been played. I feel like she understands why she was brought in and she's not with that shit. If Bianca goes home, I'm not fucked up about it because I don't think this is what she was expecting. Sapphire should be the last one trying to call somebody a bad friend. Girl, you let an oversized walrus, corner your friend. You and Suki not even really friends like that no more because of this whole situation. And you sitting up here trying to tell somebody how to be a friend. You need to shut up. You do. You sat there and watched E.T. throw water in this girl's face and you did nothing. Sapphire, you should not be telling nobody how to be a friend. You're not a good friend. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like how you on here trying to act like you just such a real bitch. Bitch, you couldn't even hold Suki down. And Suki's a Scorpio. It's not that hard to hold us down, boo. It's really not. When you get to moving like you don't give a fuck about my feelings, then we got a real problem because 9 times out of 10, Suki never moved like that with you. Suki put you on the show. So you couldn't even do your due diligence by sticking up for your friend and fighting for your friend. But here you are, trying to regulate Mariah and Bianca friendship. Girl, you are the last person to be talking about a friendship. This is the first time in history we've ever heard Natalie tell the truth to one of her lapdogs. When she kept telling Mariah, no, stop, you're not doing nothing, just stop. She's never, because they gonna hype each other up and they gonna lie to the end. They gonna lie, and act like they really did some damage, and it's a shame. The fact that Dia even fucking talking. Girl. So moral of the story, if Bianca was being messy and went back and told Asian Doll that Mariah's finna sneak her, oh fucking well. Mariah, you're not a good friend. Mariah, you're weak. That's why you want to be under Taseki's ass so bad. You mad at the wrong person. You need to be mad at Taseki because that's the real bodyguard. That's who really should have stepped in when she saw you was getting towed up, but she didn't. And you fought 2 people for her. Oh, okay. Now, Natalie's job is EP, y'all. As a producer, she's doing her best to spin this in light of her lapdog. Like she does every season. They do this every season. Every season they play in our face. And if you under Natalie, they're going to try to spin it like we slow and we can't see what's going on. Baby, we see the game. You can't hide it. Y'all bitches is lame. Y'all bitches is weak. Y'all bitches is some lapdogs. Like, Mariah, you was wrong, point blank, period. It's the way that y'all tried to. And another thing about Sapphire, boo, I would have respected it if you would have addressed it on a separate occasion. You addressed it when everybody was starting to already gang up on Bianca for what? Because you're a weak ass bitch. I just don't respect it. They do this every season. They find one girl to pick on and to, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, we're in a new day and time. Like, the stuff that flew on Bad Girls Club, the stuff that flew on Love and Hip Hop, like, no, it's just not gonna fly these days because we see through it. Natalie, you're not as good as of a producer as you think you are, boo, because I can see through the plots that you be trying to. You can't tell me that after Mariah's face got messed up, that Natalie, Jayla, and the rest of their little lapdogs did not huddle up to see how they was gonna switch this and take the attention off of Mariah's face. That's exactly what they did. That's exactly what they did. And it didn't work because her face was still fucked up and she still lost, and she did it to herself. So y'all not gonna make us hate Bianca. Only the lame bitches gonna hate Bianca because Bianca wasn't wrong. You're not gonna push me into fighting somebody that I don't have beef with when you've already played in my face for jumping on bitches for you in the past. I'm not doing it again. It's the fact that a lot of people don't realize, not even a lot of people do realize this. Some people aren't realizing that Natalie is EP. That's the whole reason she wants to actually be on the show, so she can control the narrative of things. So she can get the collective of the girls on the cast to go with what she says because she's Natalie Nunn and she's the producer. She has a power complex. She has an issue. Natalie's addicted to the power. And only weak ass bitches will give her that power. So, you know. Now, do I think Sapphire is completely in the wrong? No. But like I said, she just should have addressed it at a separate time. Like, there was absolutely no reason you had to address that right then and there at the ATV excursion after Mariah just got beat up like that because you feel like she should have jumped in. Like, I feel like if y'all felt some type of way, all of y'all should have jumped in. If y'all felt some type of way, all of y'all should have jumped in. But clearly, none of y'all want that smoke with Asian doll, so why are y'all trying to put that on Bianca? Like, be fucking for real. Now, at the end of the day, yes, Bianca and Sapphire somewhat have an issue because of the spitting. I wouldn't be able to let that go either. That's the only thing I can't agree with Sapphire on is I would not want to let that go. But it's the time and the place. It's the everybody ganging up. Biggie, who do you think you are? You're losing me, sis. You're losing me. You probably don't give a fuck, but you losing us because you can't go and participate in the behaviors that had you crying. You know, you just can't do that. That's not how that goes. You're participating in the same behaviors that had you crying and upset. A lot of people are trying to compare this situation to Jayla and Biggie's situation, and it's not the same thing because the thing with Jayla and Biggie is Jayla and Biggie got their ones off. Jayla is childish. She's childish. You have to understand when you fight, you probably gonna get a couple marks. That don't mean you want to keep going until you're the only one leaving a mark on somebody. That's childish to me. You're weird. You're too grown for that anyway. Like, that's the only reason she wanted to punch on Biggie in the house. That punching somebody in the face, not swinging back, that's bullying. That's bullying. Diamond, you had me, but you losing me. Because what did you sneaking that girl for?
At that point, you pussy. And I'm not gonna go hit somebody that's telling me they not fighting back if I hit them. I don't give a fuck how y'all feel about it.
Sneaking that girl for? That you don't even know Asian doll. Do you know her? Maybe you do know her. I don't know, but are you and Mariah cool like that? I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't understand the point of Diamond. You have had a lot of shine, boo. And like I was thinking when I was speaking in my last videos, like this can go one of two ways. You can be the star of the season, or you can be the most hated because you're doing entirely too much and you letting it go to your head. Now, I agree she's bringing the entertainment, but that was just wrong. You did not have to hit that girl from behind. From behind, like absolutely, completely from behind. Security, you're wrong as fuck. If I were these girls going on baddies and I already had money like that, I would definitely have my own security. Like Stunner did. I would, and Tommy, I would definitely have my own security because the Zeus security, they've made it clear they're not really there to secure and protect anything. They are going to do whatever they're paid to do which you don't know who's sliding $100 bills here and there behind the scenes. We don't know. The fact that they let somebody sneak Bianca, to me, like, security, y'all whack as fuck, y'all lame as fuck, and that shit don't make no sense. Like, just like y'all sit up there and let Biggie y'all let Jayla punch Biggie in the mouth like that. That's weird to me. Like, if y'all gonna let them fight, but when you see one person is not fighting back, like, come on now. Unless they like Mariah, because Mariah kept trying to go back, and that really had me behooved. Like, because I've never had my eye swollen shut, but after the first one, I would have been done. Call me scary. I would have been done. This video is all over the place. I'm sorry. I'm in pain, and I'm trying to make it through. Jeez. And when Bianca and Sapphire sat down to talk at the little dinner thing, I just felt like the fact that Bianca had to even keep, the fact that Sapphire even had to keep saying, I don't want you to say I'm bullying you. I don't want to feel like I'm bullying you. I don't need everybody saying I'm bullying you. You knew at that point you was dragging it. When you say stuff like that, that's an indicator that subconsciously you know that you're dragging it and you need to let it go, and you're just being a follower. You're just picking at this point. Like, again, where are the new girls? Some of this smoke could be for them, because they ain't got no casualty of war in. We ain't, what's going on with them? The only thing I really don't like is how Asian Doll switched up at the end, because at the end of the day, Mariah earned that ass whooping. Why are you letting these girls switch this around on Bianca? Mariah literally personally begged you for this ass whooping. She literally begged you for it. She begged you to put your hands on her. She said, don't threaten her with a good time. She said that, literally. It's aired. So, again, how is this Bianca's fault? Somebody got to make it make sense to me. Because this is why, see, Bianca's the type of bitch I can hang with. Weak or not. She's the type of bitch I can hang with, because don't jump in my fights. I like to fight my own fights too. I'm like that. And like, I peep how she fell back without saying too much, because that's what it was. She could have said something like, Mariah, I feel like you playing in my face since I've been here. She could have did all of that. She could have made a whole storyline out of this. But being that Bianca has already done this, and she really probably don't even really need to be there. I'm just saying, people can make the jokes. People can agree with what Aubrey said about her, whatever. She probably really don't even need, because the way she's acting, she don't even really need to or have to be there. She don't really even care to be there no more, because she realized that she's been played. However, somebody got to make it make sense. How is this her fault? I don't want Bianca to go home, but if she go home, I don't blame her, because I feel like she feels like she's above this, and if she feels that way, more power to her, because she should feel that way about herself. A lot of these girls should probably get that way, you know? I don't know. Bianca not wrong. Bianca stood on business. She stood on a different kind of business. She stood on business for herself. She didn't stand on business for a bitch that don't give a fuck about her, okay? When did y'all see Mariah check on Sapphire after she was fighting? Not Sapphire. I'm sorry, y'all. When did y'all see Mariah check on Bianca after she got done fighting for her? She didn't. But every time Tasiki is in the mix of something that don't even matter, and about Tasiki, you can tell Tasiki and Krishan grew up watching their mama put niggas before everything. You can tell. Like, you can just tell that's how they grew up, because you spazzing out about a nigga don't nobody want, boo. Like, that's not even, nobody wants him. Nobody's checking for him. He is not Chris Brown, baby. Nobody's checking for that. So, the fact that you even put your hands on Jelly Bean about that, and Mariah went behind you, you bitches is weird. You bitches is lame. Like, huh? Make it make sense. None of it is making sense. This season, to me, it seemed like they just throwing shit together. And I'm not really here for it. They doing fuck ass shit, snake ass shit, weird ass shit, and then Natalie's trying to flip the whole collective around so we think it's something different. Not gonna happen. We gonna clock it off, sis. Bianca wasn't wrong. All of y'all are weird. Majority is weird. That's just what it is. Ain't no way. This just makes me feel like I need to stay friend free, because if that's how friends expect for you to move, friends want you to be a crash dummy. That's what it's seeming like. It seems like you can't be a friend to nobody unless you're ready to be a crash dummy about their life. And I'm not here for it. Bianca, you did what you were supposed to do, and I hope you don't go home. I hope you don't let them girls send you home, because you're not even new to this. You already did this, and if this was the Bianca from Love and Hip Hop, she would have been trying to keep going and keep going and keep going. However, Bianca is above all of this. I really feel like, honestly, Bianca would not have came for real if she wasn't trying to stand 10 toes on Mariah. And once she realized Mariah was playing in her face and using her as a pit bull, I think she was like, I'm done. She was like, there's really not nothing. She was like, I'm gonna ride it out as long as I can, but it ain't no pressure. That's the energy she giving. She not giving scary to me. I don't know what y'all see. She not giving scary to me. She giving, I got a lot to lose. I got shit to go home to. She's not fucking with me. I done already been here and done that, and she's not pressed about it. That's what it's giving to me. I mean, you done lost a lot of cool points with me. Not that you give a fuck, not that you care, but that was just lame. You should have left it at what it was. Y'all need those. Like, you could have ran up on Slim. Didn't you just say in the previous episode you had a problem with her? Did you say that? Oh, okay. So you could have popped off on Slim. You could have popped off on Dia. You could have popped off on anybody. But you decided to pop off on Bianca while she was sitting down, not even worried about you bitches, trying to wait to go back to the house or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That was weird to me. That was just weird. There's no other way around it. I don't feel like Bianca is wrong. I cannot stress that enough, because the way y'all trying to drag her in these groups, it just goes to show me why I'd rather stay friendless. Seriously, because y'all are ruthless and y'all want somebody to crash out about stuff that don't even matter. I get it. It's baddies. Stand on business, but all business don't get stood on the same. All business don't get stood on the same. If I'm feeling played behind somebody I'm stepping for, I'm falling back. As I should. Shout out to Bianca. Because a lot of times y'all confuse standing on business with dragging it. Dragging shit and standing on business is two different things. And picking and standing on business is two different things. Y'all need to learn discernment, because it's two different things. Alright, and that is all I have today. I'm going to try to get this uploaded today. Today is Tuesday. I'm going to try to get this uploaded. And I'll see y'all later.